Hello everyone, it's Heather K here from Bookables today, and I am introducing a new segment or style of videos, I guess you could say, into my YouTube account. And they're going to be entitled Let's Talk. I guess they're going to be somewhat of a vlog, I guess you could say. I'm not very good with vlogging. I'm good with blogging, but not vlogging. But we'll just see how it goes. Today's Let's Talk is about the Hunger Games preview and also my favorite series, which, you know, could transpire into what books I would like to see become movies. We'll see how this vlog goes. It's going to be totally nonchalant. I haven't planned anything I've said. That's the way I wanted it to be, just a randomness video. I'm sure all of you guys have seen tons and tons of YouTube videos, at least I know I have, about the Hunger Games preview. There are some, I'm going to list them below for people who've done reviews on them. I know Lizzie Books did like a synopsis about who did different ones, so check her channel out. She's amazing. She has BookTube news. I know Obsessed Reader did one, and then CassJaytruck, I believe, did one as well. So they did great reviews, and so check them out. It was a great preview. It made me wanting more. It made you still questioning. I think that people that who haven't read the series or know anything about it, or it's the type of preview that you're going to be wondering what the crap is this about almost, because it's like that. I think in the preview you're wondering like you know, if you didn't read it, you're gonna be like, what's going on? Like, what is the what's, like, I don't get it. But that's good, because that's what preview is supposed to do, leave you wanting more. And I think it did a great job. I think the cast is amazing for the movie, I've got to say. And that's the first time I've said that about book movies in a while, because, yeah, which I'll probably veer off and talk about Breaking Dawn, which I saw yesterday, and I didn't like it. I mean, it was okay. It wasn't amazing. If you guys know me and you've seen my videos, you know I do not like the book Breaking Dawn whatsoever at all. I like it a little bit, but I wouldn't give it a 5 out of 5 by far. I would give it a 2 out of 5. But the movie, like, it had its good parts. I thought the first half was amazing, and then it just got weird, and I don't know. I don't like the actors in that movie. I don't think they're that great of actors. I mean, but don't think of this as a hate video. Everyone that loves Breaking Dawn, that's so good for you. That's great. If you love the book, that's awesome. That's amazing. I'm glad you guys like it. I just don't. I do like Twilight now. I have read all the books. My favorite one is the first one by far. But I think the fandom has gotten too explosive and my love for it has died, so I don't know. But the first part was just, it was okay. It didn't rock my socks. It didn't make me completely upset either. So, you know, and I think they did a very, very good part at the very end where they made everything very climactic and made you, like, if you haven't read the books, you're like, what's gonna happen next? But anyway, enough about Breaking Dawn. I just wanted to throw it out there that it was okay. If you liked it, you can comment and tell me I was wrong. I'm wrong. That's totally fine. I'm not gonna be offended. But the Hunger Games, I'm so stoked about that. About the movie adaptation, because if you're obviously watching this, you're a fellow book lover, and I'm sure you have friends or spouses or family that don't read as much as you do, and you try to, I mean, this happens to me. I don't know if it doesn't happen, whatever. When I first read The Hunger Games, I was literally so excited about it. Like, after I read it, I was like, wow, like, this is the one book that, there's been a couple books lately that have really, I don't know how to explain it, but gets your heart pumping when you read it. You're just so like excited, and just, it's so intense, the feeling. I don't know if that sounds lame or not, whatever. But that's just how I felt when I read this. And after I read it, I was trying to explain to everybody, yes, everybody. I was like, oh my gosh, Hunger Games is such a good book, you know, it's Kill for All, oh my gosh, you need to read it. And they're just like, oh, okay, cool. Like, you know, they don't really care. But when it comes out into movie, that's better, I think, because they finally get to see what the big hubbub is about. They're like, oh my gosh, that was a really, really good movie. You know, like, wow, that's, like, you know, they will get to see how you feel about it. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. Anyway, that's how it happened with Harry Potter. my husband, which he knows I have a dire obsession for Harry Potter, he always knew I loved the books. And when we got together, or when we got, you know, involved, he had never seen any of the movies. And I was like, hold up, like, what? First of all, if you're going to be with me, you're going to have to see the Harry Potter movies. That's just how it's going to be. If you don't read the books, you have to see the movies. And now he is such a huge Harry Potter, like, I wouldn't say he's like a geek or anything about it, but he loves it. Like, he's always like, Harry Potter's so amazing, la la la. Like, he asked me questions about it. So, do you guys get what I'm saying in this random, like I said, we're going to go with this random vlog, that when you read, you're so excited about it, but nobody knows quite, nobody understands really the way you feel about the books. But when they get out into movies, it's like they get it now because they see a little glimpse of how the book really is. Because let's face it, the book will always be better than the movie. We all know that. But that's that. So anyway, March, I wish you will get here because I am so excited to see the Hunger Games. I'm going to talk more about my favorite series. This will be like a let's talk thing. I may do other random videos like what I'm loving of this month. We'll see. Maybe I'll do a November one. But these favorite series will also transpire into movies I want to see turned into books. Books turned into movies. And I know that's a big thing to say because sometimes they don't always get it right. Like I said, these always don't turn out into what you think it's going to be. Not every book to movie is going to be like a Harry Potter or a Twilight where it's going to be hugely successful. But we could hope for the best. Series would be hugely... It's one of my favorite series for sure. Like one of my top 5. But I think it would be an amazing movie because it resembles a little bit like Twilight, but I think it has more growth overall. Like it's deeper than Twilight, I think. And I'm talking about Shiver by Maggie Stiefvater. I think it's called the Wolves of Mercy Falls trilogy. And it's Shiver, Linger, and then Forever, which I don't have Linger. I'll insert a picture here. I don't know why I don't have random books, but this is an amazing series. It is about a girl named Grace who she lives in Mercy Falls. I forget what state it's in. And she notices wolves always outside because she lives like kind of by the woods. And she notices a wolf always watching her, and she dubs it as her wolf. That's her guardian wolf almost. And she doesn't know that the wolf turns into a boy, aka Sam, during like the summer, the hotter months. Because when it gets cold, he turns back into a wolf. But Sam's been watching Grace for as long as he can remember, and he's always wanted to talk to her, but he's always been a wolf. And so this book is about when Sam actually gets to meet Grace in, like, you know, real life, and they fall in love. And I tell you what, I believe there are a few books where I really love the love. Does that make sense? I love the love. I admire the love in the books. I admire the love Sam and Grace have for each other. I feel like it is a very beautiful, selfless love. I don't feel like she clings on to him, he clings on to her. I feel like it's just a very beautiful love. And I don't feel that about most books. The only fear that if it did turn into a movie is that my love for it would die, kind of like Twilight did. That people would get so obsessed with it, it would get like beyond crazy. So I don't know, but I just would love to see this on screen. One of my favorite series is actually being turned into a movie, and that is City of Bones, or the Mortal Instruments series by Cassandra Clare. This is in my top 5 as well. I guess I could list you my top 5 favorite series or whatever, but I'm looking forward to this movie series. So far, this series has 4 books, and I don't know when it's going to stop either. I want to say 5th one? I don't know. But, this is about a girl, 15-year-old Clary, who, she heads to a club with her best friend Simon, and all of a sudden they witness a murder, and it's like not usual murder. It's like they see these guys like with strange tattoos all over their arms and like have mystical whips and powers and stuff, and she's like, what's going on? And she doesn't know what's going on. And then when that happens, things just start spiraling out of control. Like her mom disappears, then Claire gets attacked by a demon, and then she's whisked off to this world of things she never knew about, where shadow hunters are there and vampires and all that jazz. And it's a very good series. It's a very good series. But It's City of Bones, City of Ashes, City of Glass, City of Fallen Angels. That's the latest one, City of Fallen Angels. But it is a very amazing, it's a very good book, very good series. I really love this series, and I know some people, it's hard for them to get through it, but here's my advice to you, is to keep with it because it's an amazing series. I just can't get enough of this series. I really love this series. So I really hope that the movie will be as good as the books. I'm super stoked about that. I can't wait to see it. Here is one of my all-time favorites. If I was doing a top 5 favorites series, of course number 1 would be Harry Potter. Then I think it would be the City of the Mortal Instruments series, and then it would be this book, and then it would be the Wolves of Mercy Falls series. And I'm of course talking about Divergent by Veronica Roth. Now the second, or the rest of the books have not come out yet for this series, but I know it's going to be evolved into a series. And guys, oh wait, I forgot about the Hunger Games. Ooh, this book and the Hunger Games tie for like third. They really do. I can't decide. I can't decide. But I am in love with this book. This book is amazing. I love this book. And I actually think if you guys seen another video of mine, I'm an avid reader of Entertainment Weekly. I get it every week. I read front to back. I always do. And I think, I'm not 100% positive on this, that this book is going to be into a movie. I'm not sure. I don't know. Don't take my word for it. But if so, I'm so excited about it because this book is just, this book is the perfect portrayal of adventure and love, and it does such a good job of melding them together, and oh my gosh, I cannot get enough of this book. I love it. This book is about Beatrice, and it's a dystopian book. She lives in a world where there are 4 factions. There is the, I don't remember like there's nice names for them, but the Selfless, which I believe is like Candor or something like that. I don't remember the names. The Selfless, like the Brave. Okay. It's Candor, which is the honest. Then it's Abnegation, the selfless, and that's what she's in right now. She grew up in that with her parents. And Dauntless, the brave, and then there's the Eurotite, the intelligent. Okay, so she grows up in the selfless faction because that's where her parents are. But when you turn 16, you take a series of tests, and they'll tell you what faction you're most likely to be good in. And you can then pick if you want to stay in the faction you grew up in, or if you want to go to a different one. I'm not going to tell you the details of her test or anything because you need to read it, but spoiler alert, sorry, I won't tell you too much about it. She ends up picking the Brave, the faction she goes in, and she learns, that they're really brave, and they do some crazy things, like the things they do I cannot believe in there. But it is an amazing book. She meets a guy and they fall madly in love, and I love the love in this book too, oh my, but this is such an amazing book. I can't wait for the second one to come out. Please come out soon, please. Please, please, please. I hope it comes out soon. But really, read this, please. Another series I love, which I'm reading recently as of right now, which is the Iron Fae series. And this is the third one, Iron Queen, which I have not read. I'm on the second one, the Iron Daughter, I believe. This series is amazing. I really didn't think I would like it, but I love it. And I would think it would be a great movie. I really do, because we haven't really seen much fairy movies, and I think that this will be the perfect movie to do it with. This series is about a girl named Megan Chase, and she's about to turn 16, and she always knows that something's off with her. Like, she knows her life's not the same. All of a sudden, her best friend named Robin starts becoming really protective of her, and then she starts to notice things going AWOL with her brother, and all of a sudden she's whisked off to the land of Never Never, and she encounters everything there. She meets a prince, she meets her, she learns things about her. I don't want to spoil too much for her, but it's an amazing series. It's definitely on my top 10. Not my top 5, my top 10. I really do love it. It'll be a great movie. That's all for now, guys. I wish I could do more. I could do my whole bookshelf, really, but I just wanted to give you the top of the top. Maybe I will do another video continued on to this of just favorite books I like. And I hope you all have a great and beautiful day.